So here's a question. Where are you trying to keep the peace, but actually fueling inner conflict? It might sound like a confusing question, but it comes up a lot in the coaching space. And it's when people talk about fear of conflict, not wanting to rock the boat. And the flip side of that is people-pleasing tendencies. And we talk about these a lot, but we don't really scratch the surface, because we can talk about the behaviours, but we don't talk about what's actually underneath them. What's the root cause of these patterns of behaviour? And they normally arise in childhood or earlier chapters in life. And it's a well-meant, innocent safety mechanism. The body-mind does this to create psychological safety. So the need to seek validation is around maintaining connection, because loss of connection feels dangerous. It feels unsafe because it's rejection and it's abandonment. And it's a very human tendency to fear abandonment. But for some of us, it's really deeply, deeply wired. And it's really interesting to take a closer look at that gently and with curiosity, because that's how we travel. And look at how it presents also in things like relationships. And that might tend to frame things like enmeshment or intertwinement, where we might have quite intense relationships, but we might also lose ourselves in them because we are so enmeshed in it that we have lost our boundaries, we've lost our autonomy, and we're not really sure where we begin and the other person ends. And that's a really interesting thing to look at, because in some ways it's an adaptive behaviour, again, that is about seeking that sense of connection that maybe we had eluded us at times in our lives, but we'll forfeit things in order to achieve it, because we're so scared of being told no, that we will do the thing that we have to do, we'll maintain the peace, we'll keep everybody happy, we'll run around trying to juggle, manipulate, because it is manipulative to try and get people to like you all the time, and it's entirely impossible. That can't happen. And yes, it will hurt when somebody doesn't like you. It will create that contraction within you, but we are slowly, slowly feeling the safety of that, recognising that it's okay for that to happen, that we can stay in the centre, we can stay anchored in this wholeness that we are, rather than this tendency to want to please, capitulate, make it okay for other people. And it even feels really virtuous to be like, well, I'm a helper, you know, I look after people, I support people. But look really closely at that, because sometimes it can be about rescuing people, and that's not the same thing, because we lose autonomy in that. It's about wanting someone to need us. And again, that's that slightly unhealthy mechanism coming up. So what do we do about this? Well, we get curious, we become more aware, we notice, and we look at it and we move closer to it with gentle compassion and grace. And by staying in that space, there's capacity for it to shift. It might be painful where we revisit those feelings, but this is where it begins, and it is a constant unraveling. So I'll leave that with you. Have a lovely day.